All right. Mic check. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Heck. What the heck is going on? I'm back. I'm doing another live stream. I'm trying to get into these live stream things. Everybody's out here doing live streams apparently. So, this is what I'm trying to get into. Thank you all for joining my live. First of all, let me just make sure I'm live on Twitch, just to make sure I'm good. Let me go on YouTube real quick. All right, y'all. So you guys see it here. I'm making some moves. Cabo San Lucas is the next destination. All right, let me just go ahead and put this up real quick. So I got some things I have in mind. Today's session, what I want to do is I want to kind of book some things today, possibly. Go ahead and take a look at some of the stuff that I want to plan for this trip. Talk a bit more about, some of the other things that a lot of people travel for. They travel for the baddies, the nightlife. So I want to try to talk a bit about some of that stuff today. Let me just see if I'm live. Am I live on Twitch right now? Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Espérate uno minuto. All right. I updated the YouTube. I'm live on Twitch. And yeah, let's get it popping. All right. What's good, everybody? All right. I'm not good at these live stream things. I'm going to try to do this on the go a bit more. I want to learn the tools. I want to try to start live streaming out in the streets. I'm here in New York, so something's always happening. It's live streaming is the next wave. So you guys see it here. Next stop is Cabo San Lucas. We're going to Cabo. All right. So there's a few things I want to do. Clearly while we're in Mexico, gotta eat some tacos, right? Gotta eat some tacos. Possibly might do an ATV ride. I hear there's like a camel ride as well. There's a lot of things to do, and I'm really looking forward to trying to get active and just be out there a bit more. Let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. Oh, what the helly? What the heck is going on? But I got a few things planned. So today, let's start off with what we have at the first thing we have. First thing on the agenda is our taco tours. So I think typically what I do is I go online. I use something like Airbnb. I know a lot of people use Airbnb. It's been pretty hot for traveling right now, especially when it comes to booking like monthly stays or long-term stays. You can always find a good opportunity and a good deal on Airbnb. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull up Airbnb on my screen. Let's try to take a look and see what experiences they have around a taco tour. If they don't have anything like that, I might just try to find a few couple places of my own, maybe put them on a map at some later date, and take a look and see how things are. Let's go. Where are we at? Wow. No, so I'm gonna take this down real quick. Here we go. Let's just see. Should I put in my dates of when I'm going to Cabo? I don't know if I should put my exact dates of when I'm going to Cabo in case I get some haters trying to run down on me, but I'm not famous. Let's try Saturday, Sunday of this next weekend. Let's just say I'm going to Cabo next weekend. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Maybe. Nobody run down on me, okay? I'm not a famous YouTuber at all, so I'll be all right. Apparently, they're beefing. They're shooting live streamers now. So, but I'll be in Cabo San Lucas next weekend. Please don't run down on me. If you want to find me, I might be doing a taco tour. All right. So let's see what's up. My love for tacos. Oh no, this might look okay right here. Let's take a look. Pop up. And if anybody enters the building, hit the like button if you could. Uh, show your boy some support. I'm trying to get into live streaming a bit more. I think I'm going to try to live stream parts of my trip to Cabo. I think a lot of my content before has been vlogging, but some people want to see in real time what it's like and how things are. So give me a like or put it in the comment section if you guys want to see a live stream or if you guys want to see more vlog style content. That way I know kind of the direction I should take this in. This one's looking kind of mid. Eat authentic tacos. See, what I want to do is I want to go on. I want to do like about 3 stops for tacos. Maybe 2 stops at least, 3 stops at most for tacos somewhere, just to try different tacos. I was thinking about doing something maybe like a low scale, like a cheap taco, then a mid range taco, and I want to try to end it with a high price taco. I was thinking about doing something like that. You guys let me know what you guys think, if I should try to stick to this. But I'm gonna try to keep looking at some of these Airbnb experiences and just see if they have a taco tour or something similar of what I want to do. Hey yo, homie's eating a churro. Pause. So we got the probably like, well, all right, we got tacos, tamales, handmade salsas, que bueno, and it's by Gregor. Gregor. Does he look Mexican, guys? I'll give you guys a second. Does he look Mexican? I don't know if I should take or book this experience. He got a lot of reviews, 5 stars, 19 reviews. He's probably new at this, but I don't think I'm gonna go with Gregor for some tacos. All right. So two options I see so far. I'm not really interested in right now. Let's take a look. Let's keep looking. Let's keep looking. Uh Shit, man. Let's try to see if there's anything that they have taco related because I want to do a taco tour. Last time I was in Mexico, I was in Ciudad de Mexico, and I had some good, I think it was like goat tacos over there. Man, that was fire. I want to try something like that again. Maybe something off the wall. Maybe like some goat tacos or some oxtail tacos or something crazy. But I want to try some good food while I'm out there. I want to try some good seafood while I'm out there. So, all right, guys, I am not finding any good taco tours. So I think what I'm going to try to do is just maybe uh, make a list for the best tacos. Let's go back over here real quick. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe make a list for all the best taco spots. All right, so I think that's one of the things I'm going to try to still do. Uh, let's see if I get the chance to make it and get a chance to do that. But one thing I want to do is I want to try to have 3 different types of tacos. I want to do like a basic starter street taco somewhere, then do a mid range, a taco spot that's familiar that the locals know. Then of course I might want to end it maybe at a restaurant somewhere where they have like a fancy taco, right? And we'll see exactly how that plays out. So I'm gonna hold off on doing the taco tours right now, but it's noted the actions that I want to take on this. All right, what's good? What's good? All right, so if anybody is watching now, do me a solid, hit the like button, slap the like button, comment what you guys think. Anything, if you've ever been to Cabo, let me know. I'm really interested in going. I got a whole trip planned and we are doing it. So next up, let's try to do ATVs. Let's see if there's any ATV experiences in Cabo San Lucas. I also need to book for 2 guests because we'll talk about that a little bit later in the show. All right. So let's see if they got any sport type of outdoorsy events. Let's see. Outdoors, flying. Let's see. Water sports, workouts. I think these are all the. All right, let's see what these filters do for me, y'all. Professional photos. No, I'm good on that. Kayaking does sound fun. I'll talk about that a little bit later on in the show. What else we got? Where's his ATV rides, guys? They don't. Now this sounds fire right here. 295 reviews, almost 5 stars, damn near 5 stars, almost 300 reviews. Seems like a solid activity. Let's take a look real quick. All right, it seems pretty chill. It looks like they got the ATVs over there in the back. Not sure if you guys can see that over here on the left of this photo. Looks like there's ATVs over here doing donuts. So, all right, I gotta find where this ATV experience is, but sandboarding right now, I'm gonna have to put that on the back burner. Catch you on the next one. Bet. Snorkeling? No, we're not doing no snorkeling. Party and underwater life spotting. Now that sounds lit. That sounds lit. Let's come back to this. I want to find. I want to find an ATV experience. All right, so that way I can have everything booked and or just my eyes on some stuff. Let's go to Viator. I'm not sure if you guys ever use this site or heard of this site. Um, I use this as well. I recommend it if you're doing tours or any other experiences. It's something outside of Airbnb. If you know, you know. If you don't, you should probably just check it out. It's not bad. It's just like basically experiences and places and stuff like that. So let's take a look on these days: Saturday, Sunday, 21st and 2nd. Let's go ATV ride, ATV tours. Let me just make sure. I'm gonna text my friend real quick because she probably. I don't know if she. I gotta tell her I'm getting her own ATV for this. Because last thing I want is just. All right. All right, y'all. I'm back. So let's take a look at some of these experiences. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead with. Check out this one right here. That's almost 5 stars, over 400 reviews. This one's almost 5 stars, over 4,000 reviews. This one's 3 hours. This one's 2 hours. Mm, all right, here we go. Let's go up to the top. Click on this first one right here. Check this out. Let's see if we got for 2 people Sunday. Let's see what it's looking like. 11, 12, 3 or 4. All right, they got slots available. That's not bad. All right, we're gonna take a look real quick at the reviews, just so we see what the reviews are. Here we go. Here's the reviews. Always look at the reviews, guys. Not sure if any of y'all do that, but before you book any experiences, you book any Airbnbs, always check the reviews, always contact the host. Some things have to be said, but for those experienced travelers, you probably already have some of these habits, some of these practices. But if you're doing an experience in a country where you might not know the language or it's far away from home, it's always good to just do a little bit more of a background check. So we got Cabo, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. This one's 1 star. Make sure that you're clear on pickup. Worst experience ever. Couldn't get a hold of anyone the day of the activity. I think it's very dusty. Sheesh. All right, okay. Not sure why the entrance charge and insurance must be paid separately. It's not optional anyways. All right. And these are all in 2025. Look at some of these. Look at some of these. Some of these bad reviews. Raises an eyebrow, raises some suspicion that the host can respond to a 5 star review, but it isn't going to respond to some of these. Let's take a look. Ah, all right, okay. So I hear Cabo is one of the places where they tax you at everywhere you go. And from what it sounds like, even if I pay $75 per person for this ATV experience, I'm still going to have to pay entry. I'm going to have to pay insurance. Um, let's take a look and see what the description is a bit more and see if the host says anything about being charged more money. That can also show you how the host does business as well. If you're looking at some of these experiences and they tell you that they charge you at the door, even though you pay, and the host doesn't tell you, then I wouldn't recommend booking. All right, so it does say here 25 USD mandatory entrance fee for adults, 35 USD per vehicle collision damage insurance. Sheesh. Wow, guys. This is something. I hear they tax you in Cabo, and I think I'm seeing the taxing happening in real life. So $75 per person, $35 for insurance, 25 for the entrance. Goddamn, guys. Goddamn. You're looking at 135 per person for a 3-hour ATV ride. And they give you tequila, beer, lunch, and goggles for the ATV ride. All right. Well, I'm glad I'm doing my homework today. This is the reason why I want to have this live. I booked a bunch of things for this trip so far, but I didn't really get into the nitty and gritty. I'm glad I'm taking a look at it now. I fly out in literally, I would say, a week, if not less than a week. So I'm glad I'm trying to do all this now instead of being over there trying to figure it out. So I'm gonna close this one out real quick. They have a bunch of experiences. Let's see if this first one is a little bit different other than the 2 hour to the 3 hour experience. Let's go straight to the reviews like last time. Scam and overpriced. What? Pictures are $50 each. What the fuck? All right, guys. Now, you want to go to Cabo? Let's go to Cabo. Let's see if I get taxed $50 for a iPhone picture. And I believe this is going to be the same exact place as is before. So yeah, so here we go. Insurance is optional. Single ATV is 30 USD. I would recommend getting the insurance, guys. I would just thug it out, pay for the insurance. Now I know what you're thinking. You could save the $30, but trust me, I think it's best if I'm going to do this ATV experience. And if you're traveling and if you ever book an experience where you rent equipment, always either take pictures of the equipment, take pictures of what you're using, and get insurance if you could. For anybody in America, if you use apps like Turo where you rent a car, it's always recommended you take photos of the car inside and out before you drive it. ATV rides like this, where you're going to be going over rocky terrain and dust and debris, it's probably best for you to get the insurance so they don't try to tax you on anything. So if I do want to do this ATV experience, I just know straight off the top in my head, I'll have to pay the extra money. Fun but shady business. Now this is a legit review right here because they gave it 2 stars. If they really spited it, if they really had hate or animosity, they'd give it a 1 star, right? So this 2 star, I definitely like to read. It seems pretty genuine here. ATV ride was great. Tour guides were great. However, after we pulled in, we were charged for damage to an ATV that the parking attendant caused. We did not see damage on the ATV itself, but a worker pulled out a small piece of plastic and charged us 190 for the car part. When questioned on the price, they told us it was due to parts. It was due to parts, transport costs from Canada, obviously a scam. Great views and great tour guide, but do not park your vehicle near any of the ATVs. Get off and let them do it to avoid a scam. I kind of saw this coming. Did anybody else see this coming? Let me know in the comment section. You always got to watch out where you go. There's scammers, people that want to, take advantage of you. You know, this is just crazy. This is just crazy, guys. So let's go back to where I was over here real quick. Get insurance. Trash, guys. It's trash. Yeah, paying at the gate is trash. I don't know why we have to do that. All right, so just some things to note while I just get everything all together over here. Just trying to take note of everything I want to book. There's some things I already got in mind. So let's just keep it going over here. If you're just joining now, if you're just watching now, my next trip is to Cabo, guys. It's going to Cabo, San Lucas. All right. So I'll be there for 7 days, a solid week. There's a lot of things I want to do, not enough time. You already know how it is. Let me see if I can. All right, okay. So that's what's up. If you're in the building, hit me with a like button. If you support the content, hit me with a like button. I greatly appreciate it. If you've been following my journey, if you want to see more live streams versus vlog style content, just put it in the comment section what you want to see more of. That way I know what my audience kind of wants to see and what they want to engage in. right, guys. So up next is the beach. All right. So taco tour, the solution for taco tour right now, I might just try to pick some three different places: low tier, mid tier, high tier, and do a taco tour in one day. ATV rides I'm gonna book, but so far it looks kind of sketchy. I just gotta be aware of that. Excuse me. The beach. Let's go to the beach. All right, guys, we're going to the beach, so let's check it out. Now, I did look up some of the beaches already. Some of the beaches you can't really go to. They're like dangerous. Let's take a look. All right, I think this is the beach that you can't go to. Let me see if I'm accurate with that one. I think there's a beach that's right in Cabo San Lucas that you can't go to just because it's high tide and there's like a steep drop in the water. So it's dangerous for you. But hey, man, I like dangerous things. If you've seen any of my content before, if you saw me in Colombia, I went to Tayrona Park. I swam in some water that they said killed over 100 people. I'm still alive. You know, gracias a Dios, I still have my body. I'm a full, capable human being living my best life. Let's go over to see if this is a dangerous a beach. You know, I don't think I try to intentionally risk my life, but I mean, hey, there's water, it's sand. How much can it hurt? So for all the pictures I'm not seeing anybody at this beach. So I believe this is one of the beaches where you cannot go to. You can't swim in. Or you can go to it, but you probably can't swim in it, right? Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody in this water. So this is one of the waters that I definitely can't go to. So let's go. I did do my homework a little bit for the beaches, and I think there's going to be a beach that I have on my list that I want to check out. Give me 1 second. All right, guys, you know I'm a professional struggle streamer out here. My bum ass can't stream. As you guys know, I don't live stream like that. If you guys got game, put me on game. Somebody put me on, coach me on this live streaming shit, because I'm straight trash. Basura. All right, guys, so where were we? Let's try to get Canva open because I was using Canva. Let's try to just all right, guys, so I'm going to Cabo. If you've seen it before, you've been watching this live so far, I'm going to Cabo. It's going to be lit. It's going to be a good time. I want to have a good time. I'm bringing sand to the beach, guys. You heard it here. I'm bringing sand to the beach. All right. I know some of the bros, they're not going to be down for that. They're going to be like, yo, what are you doing, man? You bringing shorty with you to Cabo? But yeah, yeah, man. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. We're going to bring some sand to the beach this time. You know, let me just log out of this real quick. Where was I? Here we go. All right, guys. All right, so boom. Should we talk about the crib? I don't think we talked about the crib yet. Before we get into anything else, I guess let's just talk about the crib. Let's get this knocked out of the way, right? Let me just drop this down real quick. All right, guys. So you see it here. Let me try. Guys, breaking news, guys. Breaking news. All right. When you fly to Cabo, the airport is not in Cabo. It's in, I believe it's called Jose. All right. It's San Jose Airport. I think it's SJU. Let me see if I got that right, guys. Let's just type it in real quick. Let's see if it's here. Go share my screen, share my window. Is it SJU Airport or something like that? No, that's not it. That's not it. I think this is the airport over here, Los Cabos International Airport. And this is right over here. Can you all see this? Let me just make sure you guys can see this. Damn. All right, let's go. If I can just, all right, guys. Thank you all for bearing with me. So I believe the airport I'm flying in and out of is going to be over here, located in San Jose, San Jose del Cabo. As you see over here is the airport. I looked up the Uber. The thing's gonna be like $25 to get me from this airport over here all the way to Cabo San Lucas, right? So the fact that these are just like 1 hour, oh no, wow, they're playing me now. So the fact that these are a bit over, I think it's like an hour drive or something like that. I want to do 1 day in the old town. This area is considered the old town of, I guess, San Jose del Cabo. I don't know exactly the correlation between, Cabo San Lucas and San Jose, but I hear this area over here is a bit more traditional. You'll find um, more, I would say, I think there's going to be like more, como se dice, culture, you know? And that's what I look forward to. So I want to spend 1 day in this area in San Jose, and then I'm going to spend most of my trip actually in Cabo San Lucas. Let me just drop that real quick. All right, guys. So focus on my reservation right over here. I'm sure if you guys can see it. There we go. Let's make sure. Let's make sure. Let me just show you guys right here. Show you guys my name on the reservation of the said place where I'll be staying for 4 days. We'll go ahead and see when we get there, how we get there, what it's going to be like. This is the image that I'm getting from the place that was booked. I'm hoping the views are fire. I'm hoping the views are going to be 10 out of 10, guys. I'm really aiming for that. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go on Airbnb and see what other places I might find that might intrigue me. All right. So let's try these days. Just an example. Just think. I'm not saying I'm going to be here in these days, but let's just see what happens, guys. All right. So I'm gonna look for a crib, something real simple, plain Jane type. I'm staying in a very luxurious crib for 4 days, Cabo San Lucas. You know, so this place I'm gonna book for 1 or 2 days. I don't really need it to be super fancy. I'll be doing the fancy stuff later. Part of my trip also, I'll be bringing sand to the beach with me. So, the sand will be with me at the beach for the days I'm staying in the nice crib. And let's see how I'm going to live somewhere else for like 1 or 2 days. Let's see how I move, right? Let's see what's up over here. Let's try to go to. This place looks nice. Looks pretty simple. Looks more like a hotel rather than like an Airbnb. Let's take a look at this one over here. All right, so this one looks fire so far, but I'm definitely getting hotel vibes. Hot tub on the roof. Fancy, fancy. Okay, I like that. Views are mid. This one looks like it's going to be more in the city of Cabo San Lucas, not by the beach. So it won't be more of like a resort life. It might be more of just like in the city or in the town. I don't think this is a city, so I would it's a town, right? Everything else looks pretty basic, plain Jane type of modern aesthetic, kind of clean looking, simple. Nothing's really popping out to me other than the hot tub on the roof. What you guys think? Put in the comment section what you guys think. I don't think I'm going to go with this one, but it's just a little nice to look at. Stick around, you guys. I'm going to show you a little trick. I'm going to put you all on game when you're booking these cribs, when you're booking these Airbnbs, all right? So stay with me here. I'm going to show you guys something that no other YouTuber is going to show you. I'm showing you things people aren't going to show you right now. I'll show you guys a little trick to the game, how to play the game, how to book these Airbnbs. People just tell you book these Airbnbs for like a week, book them for a month to try to get you a discount. So you see, we found one Airbnb right now over here with a little hot tub on the roof. Let's see if we can find any other ones. Maybe this one looks nice. This one has a pool. This one's kind of fire, right? Let's try to take a look. RV life. Oh, this one looks kind of fancy. This one looks bougie. Let me know what you guys think. This one looks like it could be a little bougie. Bougie as fuck over here. Is that a pool? What kind of pool is that? It looks like a pond, bro. What is that? It looks like a pond on the lake. This does not look like a pool. I'm looking for a pool. I'm not getting pool over here, guys. What the fuck? All right, y'all. Let's see if I can find this one on this other app I'm going to use right now. All right, guys, we're going to take a brief intermission. I'm going to put you guys on game right now. I'm going to show you guys something that a lot of people don't tell you about. All right, y'all. So for those of you that are not sure about, how to move and how to travel, a lot of people, if you play it smart, I'm not a financial advisor. Okay, so don't take this from me. All right, but clearly credit cards are some of the best ways to get points and get discounts and get deals on experiences, on traveling, on tickets, and all types of stuff. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I wouldn't recommend you to just open a credit card and just swipe away. Only use your credit cards. Use your credit cards like your debit card. Only make a purchase when you know you can afford it, right? So what I'm going to do is I opened my credit card. I think this is one of the credit cards I'm going to put you guys on game is Capital One Venture X. All right, so I'm going to go to Capital One Venture X. I'm going to put in some dates, same dates that I'm looking for. And I'm going to see if I can find any hotels or any places to stay that might be on the app. With Capital One Venture X, you're getting like 10x the points, or sometimes you even get deals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check my Capital One Venture X. Let's see if I can find some deals that are better than what we're finding on Airbnb, right? So let's go back over here to Airbnb. All right, guys, let's go ahead and open this view real quick. Let me go Cabo San Lucas, 2 days, just something real simple, plain Jane. Let's figure it out. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, this one looks kind of nice. All right, so I think I had my eyes on this one before. Let's take a look over here real quick, guys. Ooh, nice patio area. Fancy. Rooftop, okay. They got a pool up. Oh, they got a gym too. Oh, shit. Get my fitness on. They got a gym. Oh, they got some weights there too. Strong arm a bitch. Ugh. Look at this. Ooh, ooh, look at that. That's nice right there. I like that. It's pretty simple. It's a simpleton type of crib. I like the little roof. I like the gym. It looks like it's like a big hotel type of place. So as you guys can see here, it's saying 170 for 2 nights. Let's go to the checkout and try to get the final price on this. 198 is the full breakdown for this crib for 2 nights. Okay, so 198. Now, what I'm going to show you guys now is I'm going to show you a place that I'm trying to find just like that one on the Capital One app. So the Capital One Venture X, I'm a credit card holder of that one. I think it's pretty solid, gets you good points and good miles. So let's take a look. And I think I can actually find this place on the Capital One app. So we're just going to see if I could actually find this place, and let's see what the price is. And boom, I just put you guys on game. Some of you that are using these credit cards, look and see before you book on Airbnb. Sometimes you can find a place that's just like it or the place itself. All right, so let me just remove that. Boom. All right, guys, let's take a look right here. It looks like it might be the same exact place right over here on Capital One. You get 10 extra points right here. It looks like it's going to be about 12,000 points, or it's going to be about $125 for the 2 nights. Right, Airbnb was just charging me almost $200 for the 2 nights. Let's see what I get if I try to book this one. All right. So it is a hotel. We're going to try to get the superior room. Oh, fancy, bougie. So it's looking like 150, guys. 150 total. If you guys don't believe me, you can try it yourself. I might book that crib, might not. I don't want nobody running down on me, so I'm not going to disclose any places I actually book. But for those of you that are using Capital One Venture X, as you guys can see, I can get 10x the points if I just book those 2 nights there. Or it's going to cost me 12,000 points. I got enough points. I could probably just spend my points on it. So let's take a look one more time. Let's see if there's anything else I could find that might be on Airbnb that will also be on Capital One Venture X. Let's see if I can find something real quick. Let's go back, share my screen over here. So let it be known in the comments section what you guys think, where I should stay. I'm gonna try to book. How about this one? This one looked kind of nice. Little, what's the name of this place? Cabo Cardinal Studio. Let's see the final price on this one, 206. I probably get insurance, might be a little bit. Cabo. Okay, right here. Did I find this already? Guys, if you're watching it now, I am going to Cabo for 1 week. I'm going to Cabo. Join me on this adventure. I have a lot of things I want to do, a lot of things I want to plan, a lot of things that need to get done. All right. So put it in the comment section if you know of anything that might be fun to do out there, anything you recommend. If you watch this recording, drop a like if you could, or if you got anything that you think is worth me checking out, please let me know. So I'm not sure if I found the right one, but let me go ahead and share my screen so you guys see it here right now, right? You see this Airbnb. This Airbnb, you see the Airbnb app right now. You see this place is called Cabo Cardinal Studio. All right, I'm going to close this real quick. I'm going to go to my full screen. I'm on my Capital One Venture X. As you can see here, I just found the same exact place on Capital One Venture X right here. I'm telling you guys, listen, I'm putting you guys on game right now. If you don't know how to move, this is how you move. All right. So I could get 5x. I get 5x miles on this. If I go ahead and stay here, if I book on the Capital One for the 2 nights, it's going to be $188, or it's going to be 18,000 miles. So these are just some ways you could try to find tricks to the system, make your dollar really stretch, make your dollar work for you. It's about working smarter, not harder. I know it's nice to book Airbnbs. It could be cool. The functionality of Airbnb, the design. I book a lot of Airbnbs, and when I look at my past history, it's nice to kind of scroll through and look at all the places you've been, right? But I'm I'm telling you guys, Capital One Venture X, if you're a credit card holder of Capital One Venture X, I just put you guys on game. This is something that people aren't showing you guys, right? But hey, hit that like button for me, y'all. I'm putting you guys really on game. All right. Nobody's showing you this. All right. So here's this place right here. Looks exactly like the same exact place we just saw. Let me show you the building photo again. The building. This place looks nice too, man. Look at this. It's a hotel, right? There's that photo of the building. Ah, here we go. Boom. There's a photo of the building right there, right? Where is that photo of the building? There we go. All right, guys. See, I put you guys on game today, huh? You can't say you can't say I don't put you guys on game. You can't say I don't put you guys on game. Your favorite YouTuber ain't doing this. Your favorite YouTuber ain't showing you how to move, guys. I'm showing you how the fuck to move. All right. Hit the like button for me, y'all. I see you ninja watchers over here in the building. We got some bots in the building. Look at this. We got bots in the building. What up, bots? Yeah, we get it. We get it. We get it. Fuck out of here with that advertisement shit, man. But anyways, guys, let's continue here for $77 a night. Let's see right here. So the total for this one is going to be, let me not put any private information out there. All right, guys. So the total is going to be 224 or 22,000 miles, right? And let's go back over here. Let's see the final prices over here on Airbnb. Does it come with insurance? Should I get insurance? I typically do get insurance when I travel. Oh, wait a second. Let me not even put that up there real quick. I don't want to have my private information out there on the internet. All right, guys. So I typically do get insurance for trips like these, just for safety and stuff, especially if you're out the country. So with the travel insurance, that comes to be $221, and on the Capital One, it's $224. All right. So if I book it on Capital One, I could get 5x the points, meaning that if I pay for it cash, I'll get over 1,000 points, um, which is pretty solid, right? Or if I book through Airbnb, I won't get any points on it, and I'll just have it on Airbnb. So you guys seen it here first. It might cost $3 more to get it on Capital One, but you are getting it. All right. You are getting it with 5x the points. Some of these other places are 10x the points. The last place I showed you was 10x the points, right? This one's 5x the points. The other one was 10x the points. So you guys can see how you can try to match it up. All right, so boom. Next thing up. So showed you guys where I'm going to stay. Showed you guys some how to move, how to book some Airbnbs. Another thing I'm going to show you is a kayak excursion, guys. Something I'm excited for. Let's go ahead, share this real quick. Can't share it too much, but booked a nice little kayaking excursion. So that's going to be one of the things I want. where we're going. All right. Forward to. So I already have that booked. That's going to be booked and taken care of, out of the way. What's next on the list? Let's take a look. Um, I just talking about some of the things we already got. So I got the kayaking down. The beach is going to be easy. Just got to find a way to get over there to the beach day of. Shouldn't be too difficult just to go ahead, book a Uber, call an Uber real quick. So beach days, Dono Beach. The fuck? I can't type today, guys. So taco tour, ATV, beach, kayaking, Airbnbs, hiking. I don't know if I'll have time for hiking on this trip. So we're just going to put that on pause for now. Up next is baddies. Guys, will there be baddies on this trip? I know what you're thinking. If you're watching this replay, I know what you're thinking. You're going to say, yo, Hector, I don't see any baddies, bro. Where's the bitches? I don't see no bitches. And you cry and complain. I know what works in the algorithm. I know putting chicas on a screen is what works. Typically, it's not what I do. When we talk about baddies, guys, I do want to let you know for this trip, I will be bringing sand to the beach. All right. So this isn't going to be one of those places where I'll have enough time to sit here and spray and pray Riz all day, trying to find a chick to take her out and do all these things. So I will be bringing sand to the beach with me. All right. So those of you that want to know more, just hit me up directly. If we're cool, I'll definitely talk to you a bit more about it. I want to live stream some of my experience while I'm out there, regardless. So if my friend wants to be on camera, you might see her. If not, then it is what it is. So as they say, es lo que es. Tú sabes. Pero a mí no me importa. I'm trying to make this channel about what I do and how I move. I don't try to make the channel about chicas. So if you're watching, just hang tight and bear with me, y'all. I might end up showing a chica or two or a female or something, but it's not the real full direction of how I try to take this channel. So guys, baddies, bring sand to the beach, guys. And maybe I could figure out some content with my friend while I'm out there. Maybe we could try to do the taco tour together or something, or maybe do like a $100 date or something like that. I'm not saying I'm gonna do a $100 date intentionally, but something like a date over here or so on. So I don't know. We'll see exactly how my friend is feeling at the time. Then, if she's with it, she's with it. Up next on the list is tequila. All right, guys. So for those of you that don't know, I've reduced the amount of alcohol I've been consuming in my life for, I'd say, the past 3 years. I've come to control and get alcohol out of my body. I drink more on a holiday or special occasion. I used to drink excessively when I was younger. I used to drink a lot, like a lot. So um, phasing that out of my life is kind of nice for me. But we're in Mexico. When in Rome, do as the Romans do, right? So I'll be over there. I'm gonna try to do a tequila tasting. Let's see exactly. Tasting somewhere. Dining cultural tours. All right, I think we already took a look at this guy over here. Is he Mexican? I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section if you think this guy's Mexican or not. How about this guy over here? This guy was a good one too. This is funny. How about this guy Gregor, right? Gregor over here. Is this guy Mexican? He's gonna show you tacos. Is this guy Mexican? I don't know. I don't know, but I don't think I want to book an experience with Gregor. You know, maybe Jose, maybe Rafael, or like Arturo. But Gregor, I don't know if I'm gonna book. I don't know if I'm gonna book a $95 per guest taco tasting with Gregor. Thank you though. So I'm trying to find the tequila tasting. If I can find tequila and tacos, that's cool. But this is like I don't want to sound ignorant, guys, but it looks like these people look like they don't look Mexican. I'm gonna say it right now on my chest out, guys. I'm not sure. Are these people Mexican? I just want to make sure if I'm going on a heritage, a cultural tour, experiencing some stuff, I want to know if they're actually Mexican. You know, this guy is Daniel. Is it Daniel or is it Daniel? Who knows? All right. Catch you on the next one, Daniel. So we're not going with Gregor. We're not going with Daniel. I can't find no solid tequila tastings on Airbnb. This is trash, guys. So trash. Big L right now. Last thing I want to do is book a taco experience with people that aren't Mexican. All right. Now, if you don't know how to move, then that's definitely something you should write down. Don't book a taco tour with someone not Mexican. All right. So we're gonna go to Vieta real quick and see if Vieta has any tequila tastings. Let's see what's up with this. Ready? Let's go. Let's go. One thing I want to do is tequila tastings. Let's get the tequila tasting experience, right? There we go. Friday looks all booked up. Let's see. Let's see what Saturday looks like. Yeah, 2 people Saturday. No, I'm not doing a tequila tasting at 9 a.m. Who the You guys let me know. Should I do a tequila tasting at 9 in the morning? Let me know, chat. All right, first things first, let's look at the reviews real quick. Fun, personalized, informative. Best tequila tasting. No go. No private guide or any distillery experience. The food option isn't even finger foods. It's a no. The tequila cups are cap fills. Cap fills? What? Not full shots, all you can drink, small pairing, explanation of tequila. Yes, we are not a distillery. Tequila distilleries are only in Jalisco, Michoacan, Nayarit, what? Guanajuato, y Michoacan. Did you say Michoacan? As explained in the tasting. All right, guys. Some people expect a distillery. This looks pretty solid reviews. I'm gonna put this one to the side. It looks like I got my tequila tasting experience right here. 2 people, free cancellation for 4 o'clock the day before, mobile tickets. So far, all positive reviews. I don't think I'm seeing any extra charges, any extra fees anywhere. Let's try to see what's included, right? What's included? Alcoholic beverages, right? That's a win. What's not included is private transport. Yep, we'll just call Ubers. Meeting point, go. 6 different types of tequilas, 3 different types of mezcal. All right, okay. It's pretty solid, guys. Pretty simple. I think I found my tequila tasting. Let me just take this link and put it to the side for now. All right, guys, we are back. All right. Can you guys hear me? Struggle live streamer. This is your favorite struggling live streamer ever to watch live. This is your boy Heck. I'm planning a trip to Cabo. I'm going for a week-long trip to Cabo. Super excited. You all get to watch it here. Hopefully, I'm gonna get to live stream some of this stuff. Let's share my screen one more time. Let's go over some of the stuff I put you guys on to, some of the stuff we talked about in today's live stream. And we're gonna wind down on this live stream today. All right. So Cabo San Lucas for 1 week. You guys see it here in this photo in real time. This is the place that I booked. If you were with me earlier in this live stream, you saw me. I showed the proof of the place that I booked. I'm not going to give out the name. I'm not going to give out the name of the place until I leave, so that way nobody try to run down on me. You know, I'm not sure I have no no cartel trying to run down on me or anything. But you guys already see it here at a villa booked. I'm going to book an Airbnb. If you guys saw earlier, I showed you a little cheat code where you can earn points or you can kind of find discounts on places. depending on certain credit cards that you use. Mine was Capital One Venture X. I found a place where I could get 1,000 in points back versus getting no points back if I spent it on Airbnb, or maybe just getting the 1-for-1 ratio if not booked through Capital One Venture X. Taco tour. I'm going to pick out a few places on my own and just figure it out as I go from there. What's next? Did I share my? Let me share my screen. Here we go. The beach. Beach is going to be simple. Madano Beach. That's going to be the place to go. ATV rides. I'm going to book, but I got to watch out for that because it sounds like it's scam likely. Next up is kayaking. I already have that booked, so I'm already ready for that. Hiking is crossed off the list. Same with baddies. Baddies are crossed off the list, guys. I know, I'm sorry. No baddies on this trip. You're not gonna see no baddies on the camera. So, sucks to suck, guys. Maybe if you had it like me, you could just bring sand to the beach, but some of you are just going out there going for PayPals and shit. But I'm gonna have a friend with me. It's gonna be a nice time bringing sand to the beach to Cabo for a week. All right. You guys see it at the end. I looked at some tequila tastings. So I got some things I want to do. I got some things planned. Another thing that I want to do is spend one day in the old town, which is I believe that's called San Jose. Want to do one day in the old town, possibly one night in the old town, since the airport is over on that side. I think I'm going to try to stay the night before I leave in the old town. That way I'm closer to the airport on the way out when I wake up the next morning, get breakfast in the old town somewhere, pack my bags, tell Shorty, hey, time to go. We're out. So this was my live recording, live stream, whatever it's called. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to Cabo next week. I got a lot of things to do, not a lot of time. So it's on to our next adventure. All right. I want to thank you guys all for watching. If you watch the playback, put it in the comments section what you guys think. You want to see more live streams? You want to see more vlog content? Let me know what you guys want to see. I might try to live stream my experience out there in Cabo a little bit. So we'll see exactly what happens. Well, thank you all for watching. If you could, like the video. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Support your boy. I'm trying to go on this journey. I want to take you guys with me. You heard?